All right. Shalom, shalom. I like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Kol Haloim La Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquat that's listening in. Yahweh is our Lord, willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab Mawan back at you with another lesson and going into the title. All right, bye spirit. All right, Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi about to shut this place down. All right, and it's pretty much breaking news. All right, which I seen this early as hell in the morning. 6:30 in the morning. I seen this. I was gonna do a lesson then, but I had to get to the flea market to sell by a certain time. And I just actually got back not too long ago. It was a long day, successful day. The Lord, the Wada Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi, blessed me some extra cash today, a lot of extra cash to hold myself down for a little while. And call Lauren like Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. But yeah, I was gonna do a video on it earlier, but being involved over there, every time I kept trying to do a video, it was just another person coming around, so it's pretty much stopping the flow, right? So now I'm able to attack it now. So going into Spirit Airlines, all right now is shut down, all right? And I got a couple videos real quick that I'm gonna play, all right, through Spirit. So supposedly, like I said, Spirit Airlines is shut down, all right, because of the lack of oil that's coming in, okay, being controlled by, Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, okay. So let me grab this precept real quick. This is Isaiah 19. Give me 1 second, it's loading up. Sun is right in my damn eye. This is Isaiah 19, and let's just get straight to the point. All right. This is 19:3, and it says this, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, all right, which we are known as spiritual Sodom and Egypt, as the scriptures tell you, all right. So Babylon the Great, which is also known as America, all right, the spirit of Egypt shall fail, all right, because spiritually we are Sodom and Egypt. So everything here that you see in America eventually is going to fail. And what you see right now happen through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is that the Lord is failing everything here in the system. All right. One, because we have a new world order that's going to be put into place, all right, by these elites. All right. But the Lord is using even these elites to shut this place down, man. Using the elites to basically make this place fail. All right. And eventually everything here, all right, the hope of things, desire, all of it's gonna fail out here. As a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick in Ecclesiastes 12, and this is let's grab it from 4. It says, and the doors, let's take it from 3. And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, all right, going into employment, okay. You're going to start seeing, jobs being cut off. As a matter of fact, you're seeing it now, jobs being cut off. People getting cut off, laid off from their jobs. You got the industries booming right now with AI and technology. So, a lot of people are getting also cut off from their jobs because of that alone, you see. So it's going to be a time, as the scriptures say, the grinders shall cease, because there are few. There's not going to be too many jobs left, okay. As a matter of fact, you got in these airlines, right? You got the TSA members are being replaced with ice cream agents now, So you're going to continue to see America out here collapse and fall, all right? And everybody's not going to be ready for it, man. Only the elect, only the people that's been in tune with prophecy are the only ones that can see what's actually happened. The rest of these people think that America is going to be made great again. They think that everything's going to go back to normal, you see. But we could clearly see the vision of this place failing, right? So it says, and those that look out the window be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, and you have seen that, man. You've seen the daughters of music being brought low, starting with all this Diddy bullshit. You see all the music that's being pushed out. It's all trash. Nobody's a good musician anymore, you know. Ain't no real lyrics being pushed out. All right, so the daughters of music are being brought low. Not only that, you know, showing you it's showing you a representation of America being silenced, because America's this place of loud noise, you know, constant workers all over the place, music blasting while people working, you know, doing their jobs. And eventually those daughters of music is going to be brought low, right? It says the door shall be shut in the streets. Yeah, going to 2nd Ezra, all right, the 6th chapter, verse 22. Suddenly the sown places shall be unsown. All right, you're going to see places that were once, pretty much busy as hell with customers and people, you know, buying at stores, and then eventually you're gonna see these stores fade away, and then nobody else is gonna be able to buy no more. They ain't gonna be able to afford it. When the going gets tough, people gonna start looting these stores for being in the spirit of survival, you see. So it says also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, the fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, Shalakia. And the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, man. That's the main thing. That desire is going to fail, man. The desire of everything, you know. Nothing here in America is the same no more, man. Okay, you can't even go to a certain place to have a good time. You can't even go to the store without your ass coming out of there with a pissed off face because you don't spend $200 on 2 things, you know. Matter of fact, right now, gas is $4.50 around my way now. Finally hit $4.50 permanently. All right. Now you got diesel around my way at $6. You see? See, this is why desire is going to fail. This is why this place is going to fail, man. Because people are not going to be able to afford none of these things. And in the midst of all this, you still got famine building up. You know? You got World War III building up. You see, so the Lord is doing what he's supposed to be doing according to prophecy, man. Right? It says, Shalom, Sister Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It says, because it says, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Okay? So let's go back to Isaiah 19, right? And 3, and it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fall. Okay, matter of fact, let's take it from 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahawah rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, and going into that swift cloud, going into, you know, the chariots of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. The Lord gonna come on a cloud. Okay, it says, and shall come into Egypt. Yeah, that's going to be the house of the thief. All right, doesn't that, it tells you that in Zechariah the 5th chapter, right? I have seen a flying roll, right? It says that let me grab it, Salakia. This is Zechariah 5:1. And it says, and I turned and I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And answered I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the whole face of the earth, and everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. You see, so it's going to come into the house of the thief, man. And the house of the thief is America. Okay, this is where the wicked bears rule, man. As the scripture saying, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, right? So total hell, which is a condition, total destruction, total peace is being taken away, all right, from the people starting here in America, all right? And so this is the house of the thief, you see? So let's go back. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahawah rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So it says that the idols of Egypt shall be moved, man. Everything here of philosophy, everything here of churches, religion, you see, even all the way down to the core of jobs and money. All right, these are considered as idols of Egypt. These are considered as gods to the people. You see, all of them is going to be moved. Okay, every single one of them, all right, is going to be destroyed and moved at Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's presence, right? It says, and I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And that's what you're seeing right now, man. Kingdom against kingdom, city upon city, fighting with each other. Egyptian amongst Egyptians, which is basically these so-called white people standing up against their own selves, having their own tongue fall upon them, you know, standing up against their governments, as the scripture has predicted, all right, in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, right, that there should be sedition among men, all right, and they shall not, let me grab that real quick. They're not going to pay no mind to their kings, man, right? 2nd Ezra 15 and this is 2nd Ezra 15, and as a matter of fact, since I'm here, I'm gonna bring this out also 17, right? Let's take it from 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for their sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and the one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And again, this is what you're seeing amongst the people here in America. They're starting to fight amongst their own selves, man. People starting to get roused up by their governments. They want to stand up and fight against their governments because their governments are not fair, right? It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see? So sedition among men is division. All right. The Lord the Lord said, think not that I come to bring peace upon earth. I come not to bring peace, but a sword. And a sword does what? Cuts, divides. You see? The Lord said, think not I come to bring peace rather than division. You see? So the Lord is dividing this place up, even dividing the Americans against their own government, against themselves. That's the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You see? And this place is in total confusion right now, because to their knowledge, they thought that America was going to be made great again, you know? But now they look back and they look at their cruel Lord, right? And realize that then that Donald Trump is a goddamn devil, man, along with the rest of these so-called white people out here that's ruling, man. Each and one of these people are straight devils, man. So now you're starting to see the horns of these devils, right? It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, you see, for because of the pride, for their pride, the cities shall be troubled and houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid, you see. So a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. That's what you're seeing right now being shut down. As a matter of fact, let me grab the video, couple videos I got. Right, this is this is the first one. Oh no, select the wrong one.
This morning at 3 a.m., Spirit. This morning at 3 a.m., Spirit Airlines ceased operations. So what that means is Spirit does not have airplanes in the air flying as of this morning. Also, their call centers are closed and they don't have staff at ticket counters. So if you have a flight scheduled with Spirit Airlines, don't show up at the airport. There will be no one here to assist you. This morning at 3 a.m.
So that just goes to show, right? That goes to show. Bye-bye to the vacations. Bye-bye to you trying to escape America and try to go to other countries, trying to get back to your countries. You see, it ain't just gonna be Spirit Airlines that closes, man. You're gonna continually have more airlines closed, man, because it's prophecy that a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. You see, people gonna try to flee. People gonna still be trying to go on vacations, and here it is, evils is growing upon the earth and great confusion. You see, and that's the Lord showing more signs of what he's about to do to this place, man. See, the Lord's been showing you signs little by little, and different signs at that, you know. This is a sign, this is a warning telling you, hey man, turn to me, because you trying to turn to these vacations and you trying to flee out of the midst of Babylon. It's not gonna work for you, man. All right, we done seen this too many times already. Too many warnings of showing you that air flights are going to be taken away from people, man, and you're not going to be able to go to other countries. You're not going to be able to fly wherever the hell you feel like it anymore, man. All right, we've been talking about this since last year when they first shut down. When they shut down in 2025, I think it was in November. November. Going into December. As a matter of fact, it might have been even before that, around October. Okay. They were already, with the whole government shutdown, people weren't getting paid. So no flights were working out in people's favors. You see, those were all signs that the Lord was showing you, all right, that this place is going to be shut down and your flights are going to be shut down. And look, this is again happening. Okay. And this ain't nothing but birth pangs, as the scriptures tell you in 2nd Ezra, right? 15. All right. Salakia, actually, is it 15? No, 16 and 37. All right. Matter of fact, let's grab it real quick. All right. This is the birth pangs, and they're going to continue to get intensified. Right. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. And it reads, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with the child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. You see? So these people gonna get caught off guard. They're gonna get caught with their pants down, man. All right? For not hearkening on to the prophets, for not listening to what we've been telling you is going to happen for the longest, man. We were telling you this shit in 2020 when it first shut down. And we told you when we come back that the second time coming around was not going to be, all right, it's not going to be like it was the first time, man. The first one was just a test run to see where people's mindsets was at. See how much control they had of the people. Now they know. So the second, all right, even Bill Gates himself said it, man. The first pandemic won't get their attention, but the second will. Okay. So these people been on edge, waiting for a black swan event, waiting for something to happen. All right. And here you go. Another thing that could get you, that should put the fear of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi in you. All right. Seeing this place get shut down. Right. So it's just great birth pangs right now, man. Let's grab this. This is.
You got so many stupid people.
With breaking.
Look at this one. This is a different one.
With breaking news this evening, and that is that South Africa's health department says a British tourist is being treated in hospital after a suspected hantavirus outbreak on board the cruise ship.
Yeah, see, that's another black swan event. Sudden destruction coming upon the people. You know, you hear it every day with some type of pestilence being brought out. A new variant. People dying from these variants. People, you know, it's worse than the C-19. All different types of warnings on how the Lord could bring this place to destruction, and the Lord going to use all these ways to bring it to destruction, man. The Lord making the Lord making this bitch bleed out slow. Is that plain and simple, man? Okay, that's why we'll like get smacked with something, and then they'll kind of make us bounce back from it, but then they'll get smacked again. See, that's us getting bleeded out slow. America being bleeded out slow, because what happens is you're bleeding, right? Then you think you're healing yourself. Now you're bleeding even more. And now you're just sitting here like, damn, yo, like, are we gonna go back to not? I mean, are we gonna go back to being great again or not? You see? It's all a mind game. The Lord's gonna smite these niggas with blindness, astonishment of the heart, madness, having them bugged out. You see? Thinking that shit is sweet, thinking that we might go back. You must be one of the dumbest niggas if you think that we're gonna bounce back from 2020, because we ain't never bounced back since. Talking about 6 years later, and every fucking year has been worse and worse and worse. But you still got niggas sitting by the window. Yeah, man. That day coming, man. Everything gonna go back to normal. No, it ain't, man. It's gonna get worse and worse. All right, till this place be destroyed, man. Right? So I just threw that one in the mix, because when I backed up, it went back to the top of my my Instagram and what people was posting. The brother just posted that. So let's go back to more of this. This is Mandani announces
declaring a state of emergency and instituting a travel ban starting at 9 p.m. this evening and ending at 12 p.m. tomorrow. The state of emergency closes the streets, highways, and bridges of New York City for all traffic, declaring a state of emergency and instituting a travel ban starting at 9 p.m. this evening and ending at 12 p.m. tomorrow. The state of emergency closes the streets, highways, and bridges of New York City for all traffic, declaring a state of emergency.
How legit is this? Who knows, man? Whether it's legit or not, all right? This is still gonna come and follow up at one point. You see? This is let me grab another one. This is and the fact that Spirit Airlines, the fact that the Lord shut down Spirit Airlines like that was the spirit. You see? That's exactly why it shut down the way it did, because it's the spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi that's shutting all these things down, man. And going back to what we just read in Isaiah, the 19th chapter, the spirit of Egypt shall fail, man. Lord funny how he do his things, man. The Lord's funny how he brings character into, you know, prophecy, man. All right? So let that be a warning to you, man, to get in the spirit, honestly. Right? So this is another one. It says travelers stranded after Spirit Airlines shut down due to Iran war fuel crisis. All right.
There was a guy so calm posting some signs saying that Spirit ain't working no more. So what are we gonna do?
Nothing. Stay your ass home, nigga. Oh, my bad. Let me read that. It says passengers were left frustrated after Spirit Airlines canceled all flights on May 2nd. It's just showing this place empty. And see, hey, that's the spirit, man. Suddenly the sown places shall be unsown. That don't just have to be, you know, your Walmart, your local ShopRite, your local Target. It don't got to be no just stores, all right, that have necessities, man. A place like this was always sown with many people with much business, and then all of a sudden it's empty. Hey, as the scriptures say, suddenly the sown places shall be unsown, and the storehouses shall be empty. You see, this is not an actual storehouse, right? But it's like onto it, you see, and it's empty. Showing you that prophecy don't lie, man. Right? It says, becoming the industry's first casualty linked to the Iran war. This shit, man. Shit empty as hell. It says the U.S. budget carrier blamed its collapse on a sharp increase in jet fuel prices, and they going up. Like I just said earlier in the video, around my way just finally hit $4.50. Diesel is like at $6, man. And it was funny because I was talking to the gas attendant. I think he ain't Jake. He definitely ain't Jake. He one of the Punjabi ass niggas, right? Turban niggas. I was telling him, I said, yo, you see the gas, man, is going up. He said, yeah, but it's only going up because of the summertime. I'm like, nah, that shit is going up and it's gonna stay up. He's like, it'll go down in the winter. I said, nah, man, in the winter it's gonna be even worse. I said, by the end of this summer, this shit gonna be at like $6. Watch. Winter time comes, it's gonna go up too. Why? Because y'all gonna have to make money on your gas somehow, some way, for the prices of that you're going to be paying for the gas to get it. The prices of, these barrels of oil, they're at an all-time high, man. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's see how much right now. How much right now is a barrel of oil worth? I think it's at like almost 200. If that shit got to reach... Oh no, it's right now at 108 to 109 per barrel. All right. If that shit gotta hit 300 per barrel, we're finished. You talk about 10, 11, $12 for you to get a gallon of gas, man. So when that shit goes up, you gotta pay for gas to put it into your actual gas station. How you gonna make up for that? By yanking up the price even more. And then nobody really drives in the winter time. Now they definitely got to keep their company alive, man. Right? So in the winter time, it don't matter. It's supposed to go down because not many people are driving out. They're not in the cold. All right. But we're in different times now, man. We're in times of destruction, man. So people are all over the place. People just jump in their car just to go take a damn ride because they in misery. All right. So best believe that shit gonna continue to keep going up. All right. So let's go back to this video. It says, Are you? Wow. Give me a second.
Okay, let's talk about Spirit Airlines and the federal government really quick.
Hold on, real quick. Let me put this as it just went up to the top.
Okay, let's talk about Spirit Airlines and the federal government really quick, because I don't think a lot of people fully understand what happened. They ceased their operations last night. From day one, Spirit Airlines' mission statement was to make affordable and safe commercial travel for the everyday person. The everyday person can afford to get on a plane and go from A to B. You could fly clear across the country for pennies on the dollar compared to other airlines, okay? They ceased operations. The federal government...
Hold on, there's buffering.
From A to B. You could fly clear across the country for pennies on the dollar compared to other airlines, okay? They ceased operations. The federal government approached them and said, hey, we'll bail you out with $500 million. Which initially sounds like a good deal, right? Cheap, affordable commercial flights for the everyday person. We should have that, period, okay? The catch was the federal government would own 90% of the company, making them the majority shareholder, okay? They wanted to take half of their fleet, The federal government wanted to take half of the airplanes owned by Spirit Airlines and convert them into military use for transportation, tracking, what have you. We've done this before. Right now, as we speak overseas, left and right, our planes are getting shot down or attacked and hit to the point where they can't even function. They make emergency landings, they cannot go back up in the air. The United States also does not possess enough rare earth metals or have the money to buy anymore to build more aircraft. Rare earth metals are a major necessity when it comes to modern avionics, especially for tracking, for missiles, for guidance systems, for radars. We don't have the money, nor do we have the infrastructure to build more planes. They wanted to buy out Spirit Airlines, take over half their fleet, and convert it into military craft. Spirit Airlines said, fuck that and fuck you. So seriously, shout out to Spirit Airlines for not wanting to condone the killing of innocent brown people overseas. That's some real shit.
That just came up on the top of my shit, so
okay.
I had to bring it out since we talking about Spirit Airlines, right? So let me grab this other part, right? I got like 2 more videos. Let me finish this one.
There was a guy so calm posting some signs saying that Spirit ain't working no more. So what are we gonna do?
How empty that shit is. That's what it was. It says the U.S. budget carrier blamed its collapse on a sharp increase in jet fuel prices. It says passengers were caught off guard.
We had to book new flights with a different airline. It's just been us here with 3 kids, 2 5-year-olds and none of my own. And we just been in the airport all night. First they told us that they were going to give us hotels, Uber, and food vouchers, but then they canceled and said that they couldn't give it to us. So we just been sitting here all night.
So that was the last one, and let me play this last one. I mean, that was the one I just had, and this is the last one. Oh no, this is old actually.
Sources are reporting that flight price.
Oh, look! Every time I back out into Instagram, another one comes up at the top of the feed. This is another one.
After these other airlines warned that multiple sources are reporting that flight prices are surging after these other airlines warned that they may also go bankrupt.
Oh, there you go. All these other airlines might also go bankruptcy. You see, and see, this is what's going to happen because Spirit Airlines now goes down. Nobody's there to serve Spirit Airlines right now. These people got to try to switch flights, got to go to different other flights, and that's going to bring the cost of those tickets to go up even more. All right, because they're going to take advantage of you. And now this is how bad you want to go on a damn plane somewhere, or they're going to jack up the prices. All right, and people either going to bite for it or people just going to be beat, man. You see? And we just heard it right here out of this guy's mouth. All right, let's hear it again.
Alongside Spirit and what could become the largest airline failures in history are surging after these other airlines warned that they may also go bankrupt alongside Spirit in what could become the largest airline failures in history. Hundreds of thousands of travelers.
The longest airline failures. Going back to the precept we just brought, and desire shall fail.
Their flights canceled with no prior warning when budget airline Spirit failed to reach a deal with the Trump administration. Spirit reportedly rejected a proposal to give the White House the right to buy 90% of the airline in exchange for $500 million in federal aid. As a result, flight prices across the country are rapidly rising, causing the U.S. Transportation Secretary to force domestic airlines to cap their prices and give priority booking to affected Spirit travelers. But now multiple other budget airlines are reportedly also facing the same problem Spirit was. They informed the White House that the recent spike in fuel prices is rapidly eating through their cash reserves, with a group made up of Frontier, Allegiant, and Avilo now asking the government for a combined $2.5 billion in aid.
And here it is. They're not going to give them that aid, but they'll go give aid to these small hatters out there, right? Anything for these small hatters, right? Anything for Selena's. Dead ass. They'll give them that shit real quick. But see, when it comes to pertaining to our country, they ain't gonna do that, because why? They're doing that on purpose to make this place collapse once again, you know, to make things like this, all right, turn into prophecy. Basically, it's all of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. So, you know, I just played a bunch of videos of what's going on with these Spirit Airlines, man. All right, a man's gonna desire to go to another city and shall not be able to. You're gonna desire to go to a different state, different town, all right, different part of the world. It's not gonna happen, man. The Lord about to shut this place down. All right, summer's about to be wild. Summer about to be wild and wicked. All right, and because we're already being put in a predicament with agitation, the people are already in desperate mentalities, man. When the summertime come, and it's gonna be a hot one because it was a cold ass one, man. These people, when you get, you know how people get when they get when the heat hit, people can't act right. People get you know, they get in that spirit of annoyed, you know. So people gonna be, and if we hit in the time of famine, this place getting shut down at the same time. See, that's what's gonna have people in a frenzy, man. And then eventually, all right, that will carry on into the winter time, the fall time, which that will turn into that dark winter that we've been speaking about, that they've been speaking on for quite some time, man. So all these events, all right, that are happening right now is to show you, all right, that this place is about to be shut down for good. There's not going to be no coming back from it a third time. Nah, this is when this place shuts down, when this place goes into martial law, when this place gets, you know, hit with the MOTB and being made mandatory, this place is finished. Okay, there's no way to escape the judgment of the Lord. That means the Lord. That means the Lord closed the doors of mercy. All right, and now it's time to bring judgment into this place, like complete judgment. Judgment is already going out, but it's going to be complete, total chaos out here, man. And everything that's happening is to bring in chaos. Order, ab, chaos, man. Problem, reaction, solution. Right? They're just hitting you from different angles. They're hitting you from all different types of scenarios, man. To make you just be like, man, something has to work here in America. And when they come to present and make mandatory that MOTB, the RFID, that's going to be the greatest thing to the people. Oh, man, yes, we can finally go back to normal. America's made great again. Through a fucking device, man, through a digital messiah. So all these things that have been happening, you know, they're all false flags. They're all created to bring in the agenda. Okay. Are people hurting? Yeah, absolutely. Iran's got a hold on everybody right now with what's going through the Strait of Hormuz, right? But they're still able to move in a certain manner. Okay. But the Lord wants prophecy to play out, right? So let me go back to Isaiah 19 and 3, and I'll close it out, right? It says, the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have spirits, familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And see, you've been given into the hand of DJ Trump, man. Okay? DJ Trump on the turntables with his mixes is doing what he do best, showing that he's a devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Having you got you niggas totally confused out here, man, because you thought you boasted yourself of a certain gift, this gift of America being brought back to normal. You know, the whole time he's been just putting you in a strong delusion, right? It says, in the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and the fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahawashi, saith the Lord Yahawashi, the Lord Yahawah of hosts. And the waters shall fail from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up, and they shall turn the rivers away, far away, and the brooks of the fence shall be emptied and dried up, and the reeds and flags shall wither. The paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. Okay, See? So everything here is going to be, you know, brought down to naught, as the scriptures say. Okay? The Lord has basically mingled a perverse spirit, okay, among this place, causing Egypt to earn every work, causing them to fail in every desire, causing them to fail in every category, right? And then we're witnessing the collapse of this empire that's been ruling for 250 years, man. And this is the end point of all empires, man. 250 years, okay? And that's going to hit in July 4th, around that time. You see? It's going to be the 250-year mark. And look what the Lord's doing, man. And we're in the month of what? May? 5th month. We still got 7 months to go. So the Lord got all types of shit in store for us, man. Right? It says, yeah, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. You see? And that's a prime example. No work for Egypt. You got TSA members being replaced with ice cream agents. Eventually, them ice cream agents going to be replaced probably with damn robots, right? It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. You see these people they just showed you empty airlines, man. Nobody wants to work with them, right? It says, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. It says, in that day shall Egypt be likened unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahawah of hosts, which he shaketh over it. You see? And it says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Every one that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because the counsel of the Lord Yahawah of hosts, which he has determined against it. You see? And that's why the people are afraid right now, man. Great fears fell upon the people because the name of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is being preached. The name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen. It's dreadful amongst America, because everything we've been telling you is coming to pass. Everything we've been saying has been spoken into existence. So people are scared, man. People like, yo, what the fuck going on? Like, yo, these people been telling us this forever, and it's actually happening. So now everybody in a panic mode. All right. And there's nothing you can do about it because this is a divine power. Right. Matter of fact, that's pretty much the point. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay. Because the counsel of the Lord Yahawah of hosts, which he has determined against it. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord is what's going to stand. The spirit of prophecy. Okay. This gospel shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. All right. And that's exactly what's happening. This gospel is being preached throughout the four corners of the earth every day, man. Those that make mention of the Lord keep not silence. You don't see us silent. You see us every day bringing out videos after another to the best of our abilities, man. If a brother don't got it, the next brother got it. That brother don't got it, another brother got it. We're all working without schisms in the body, man. You see? But we're all of the same body. So each one of us are doing what we're supposed to be doing. Watchmen, watching what's going on and then reporting on to you live, man. And then filtering it through the scriptures. How much more do you want us to say? How much more you want us to say for you to believe it? Y'all seeing this shit happen right now and don't believe it, right? As a matter of fact, it tells you that in Habakkuk 1:5. It says, behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told. And how's it being told? By the mouth of the prophets. See? Them conspiracy theories, them prophets, right? That them tinfoil niggas with a hat on that y'all be saying, right? Don't look so crazy no more, right? Who the ones that look the craziest? These niggas that didn't listen. All right? The ones that's been telling you this for a while, they've been on point. And that starts with Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down to the ones that follow the same exact doctrine of Yahawashi, man. Warning after warning is being put out, and warning time is running out. Damn near ran out already, man. All right. And once this place is completely sealed for destruction, all hell gonna break loose at once. The great domino effect is gonna happen, man. And it's just gonna lead to that Jacob's trouble is gonna lead to that RFID and eventually to World War III. You see? So hey man, we might sound like a broken record, bringing out the same scriptures every day. Hey, it's all good. The elect loves to hear that. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi loves to hear us preaching the destruction of this place. Right? So all we can continue to do is just have hope, have faith, all right, and continually throw them prayers up that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi destroy this place, man. A Bible ball real soon, like literally. Okay? So I'm gonna leave it there through the Spirit, Lord willing, that you will edify. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Call Haloim La, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Ruel. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. Akim and Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting the good fight of faith, enduring as good soldiers of Yahawashi. Just continue to learn in silence, watching the true men of the Lord. All right. And again, keep throwing the prayers up that this place be destroyed, man, that this place be brought to naught. All right. As you see, as we continue to bear witness, all right, of this place falling apart little by little. All right. And it hurts the worst when you get broken down little by little instead of just all happening at once. Because if it happens all at once, it will be all done with that quick. Now, the Lord wants this place to suffer, man. He breaking this shit down slowly, little by little. That shit, you feeling that the pain from every angle, man. All right? Till that physical pain come upon you, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So I'm going to leave it there. Shalom. Shalom, sister.